What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? And back with another video. So we are a few days away from approaching the 20-year anniversary of Jeezy's debut album, Thug Motivation 101. Let's get it. So I figured I'd do my album review and give Jeezy his flowers for this album, because this was a classic masterpiece. I haven't heard anything like this. Like, this album was incredible, front to back, back to front. And I'll never forget, man, the day I first was introduced to this album, because I knew about And Then What, but at the time I really wasn't feeling that, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't feeling that record, but it later on grew on to me. So anyways, it was me, my pops, and my brother. We riding up 7 Mile. I don't even know where we was going. We was going somewhere. My dad puts that album on. When that first track dropped, I was like, hey, I'm like, who is this? It's just like, I didn't care what was going on. I didn't care about what we was going. All I wanted to know was, who is this, and what is the name of this record? What is the name of this album? All of that. I immediately just didn't care about nothing else. I just wanted to know these things. Because when that beat dropped and I heard that, I'm like, yo, this is by far the hardest start of an album that I ever heard in my life. So that was the Thug Motivation record. So then you come on to Standing Ovation. I rock with Standing Ovation, but yo, gangster music, oh my gosh, that record is so fire. Okay, this album is a 10 out of 10, by the way. I had no issues with this album. Like, I would love to put this album in my top 10 somewhere, but I would honestly say this is an honorable mention, because this album is just all of that in a bag of chips and so. But my favorite record is what is that? Let's Get It. The world is yours and everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. That is my favorite record. Like, I will start that over and just keep that on repeat every time I come across this album. Like, when I want to listen to it. And of course, you know, the next record is And Then What. You got Go Crazy on there. Last of a Dying Breed. My Hood. Bottom of the Mat. Oh my God, I'm strapped up. I'm iced out. A nigga play. It's lights out. I love that record, dog. Don't get, what was that? I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know. Got Trap of the Year 4 times in a row. You got that. Don't Get Caught. You got Bang with Lil Scrappy and T.I. That's my second favorite song. Soul Survivor. Tear It Up. I love that record. Tear It Up with Lloyd. I love that record. Air Forces. What is that? A couple other tracks. But 10 out of 10. I love this album. It's an honorable mention. You know, I just, I haven't heard nothing like this. This album was I want to say this is probably the first album that really made me feel like that. Like, I'm into what I'm into. But when that beat dropped and I heard it, I just stopped what I was doing. I didn't care about nothing. He could have been saying we was going to Disney World, because anything. He could have said anything that would have, been like, yes, I can't wait. Because I was 16, 17 when this album dropped. That was me, my dad, and my brother. So my brother, if I was 16 and 17, my brother had to be 10, 10 years old or 11. So it was me and him and my pops. Riding down 7 Mile, we going somewhere. We just left the crib, so my pops put that album on. And we listened to that the whole way, wherever we was going and back. And I asked him, yo, Dad, you gotta tell me who this is. Jeezy. And I was like, whoa. I don't even think he told me. He was like, trying to think, because it was a burnt copy. It wasn't the actual album, it was a burnt copy. And I think my little brother was my little brother knew. He was like, oh, that's Jeezy. I'm like, yo, I need that song. But I'm like, yo, then the next one come on, Standing Over. I'm like, dog, this album is fire. Man, yeah, Jeezy, everybody that had their hands on that album, man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Jeezy. This album, like, I'm not no drug dealing street nigga, but this album, that was for those. That's that. But oh, that album was incredible. That was, like I said, that was the first album that made me feel how I feel. Like, yo, I don't care about nothing we got going on right now. I want to hear this. So leave me alone and let me do this. Leave it. Don't touch the album. Don't skip no songs. Don't rewind it. I want to hear it. And that's what it was that day. So when I found that out, I immediately just like, yo, I don't care. I have to have it. I gotta have it. Gotta have it. So I think I don't know how, but somebody ended up giving me a burnt copy of it. And was I working at the time? I think I was working at the time. Whenever I got some money, I just brought the CD. But yeah, I think I got like 3 different copies of this album. I need the vinyl too. But he about to release it as well on like, you know, he got the orchestra version of the album coming out on vinyl, and I think I want to get that. But yeah, man, 10 out of 10, man. Let me know how y'all feel about the debut Jeezy album, Thug Motivation 101. Let's get it. The start of it all. This was. But what's crazy is, even though I feel how I feel about this album, the inspiration. They call it TM 102. That's my favorite. That's my favorite album. I know I love Thug Motivation 101. That's crazy, but TM 102, Thug Motivation, the Inspiration 102. That's my favorite out of all of them. Cause what, he dropped 4 of them. He dropped what was it? Hustle Music, TM 103, and then didn't he do 104? I forgot the name of it, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah, the second one is my favorite out of all of them. But yeah, that debut was a problem. So yeah, you know, my favorite records, like I said, Let's Get It, Sky's the Limit. That's the name. Yeah, Let's Get It, Sky's the Limit, or Sky's the Limit, Let's Get It. So yeah, that's my all-time favorite record of the album. Like I said, I could play that. I'll just be good listening to that. But I like gangster music. And then what, you know what I'm saying, that grew on me. I like Go Crazy, of course. But my main ones are Sky's the Limit, Let's Get It, gangster music, and Bang. And we can throw Tear It Up in there. And if you want to add a 5th one, Bottom of the Map. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, what do you rate this album? Is it in your top 10? Excuse me. Is it in your top 10? What are your favorite records? And we gonna do that, man. Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101. Let's get it. We're a few days away from the 20th anniversary, like I said. Yeah, let's talk Jeezy, man. I love y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. The biggest dog of them all. The dog, no dogs. The dog is out.